Word. So now we're on to the 4 p.m. slate. We have the Bucs, who are 5.5 point favorites, going to New Orleans to play the Saints, who just had 4 turnovers in a game against the Bears. Talk
Yeah,
about it, Nolan.
fun. With how the Bucks played last night, I understand how it could be a little misleading, but the Lions defense is damn good, and so take it with a grain of salt. But I'm going to double up on Bucks here. I definitely think we've seen that Baker can compete without some of his top guys. We know he can do it, and he's lucking out. He's got incredible luck that Emeka Egbuka is not out extended time. He played, so they're good to go
He
there.
had 12 targets in that game. Like,
Exactly. Like, they're not worried about that. Now you have a Saints defense that is much more vulnerable. So I'll go Baker for stud here. I think you ever seen those TikToks where the guy goes on Madden and just blows a team out that he's pissed
oh
lost?
yeah,
I think
the
this is going to be a
rage.
Baker performance here where he's mad. And then I'll go Ibuka for any time because, again, exactly, feeling dangerous.
Word. But who can go for it?
Yeah, same wavelength. Yeah, I got the Bucks here. If they drop a second one at New Orleans, then yeah, that would be no bueno for them. But I still see them as a top team in the NFL. It was a really tough ask to go into Detroit, even if they were at full strength. It would have been a tough game, but missing all of the important playmakers that they had on offense, really the
Losing
only
Mike Evans like that too it was kind of brutal. Like that one felt like you felt that, like, even at home on my couch, like I felt that him walking off the field.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and they got some out of some of their other players, but yeah, I went with Cade Otton as stud of the game. He's been a beast in this offense for a few years, and cooked me in fantasy last night. I had Rashad White, he had Cade Otton, and Cade Otton just went off and got a bunch of first downs and cooked me with the bonuses. And and I went with another one of their young pieces who's really been showing out, Tez Johnson, rookie, another guy I have stashed in some of my dynasty leagues. This guy is really even when the Bucks are back to full strength, this kid's got to have a role. He's proved that he can ball.
They might have their new receiving core, honestly, with the Buka, Tez Johnson, and when Jalen McMillan comes back, like that could be their new core of guys, and like Baker can cook with them. um, so yeah, I have the Bucks winning this game. The Bucks covering. I think this should still be closer to a full touchdown spread. I'm not sure why this is at 5.5 against the Saints team. Give me Emeka Egbuka to be the sicko of this game. Like he's one of the best wide receivers in this game already. I think. I don't even think that's a question at this point. And then give me Taysom Hill. Keandre Miller actually went on the injured reserve list, so they're down a running back. So give me Taysom Hill for the Saints to kind of get some more goal line work. And he's a tight end. It counts. That counts as National Tight End Day scoring. So yeah, I'm gonna take a cheap one there. Yeah, moving into Titans, going to Indianapolis. Indy's favored by 14 points. Oh my goodness. What a large spread. That's quite a large spread. Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts to win. Colts to cover that 14 points, brother. I just the Titans got their firing coach that they didn't like bump, and it resulted in 10 first half points, and then just an abysmal showing after that. This Colts team is scoring on an insane clip of their 6 or 7 drives in the games right now. Like in their first 6 drives, they get points. They get points. They get points. The Colts just are getting all of these points, whether it be touchdowns or field goals. They don't really leave drives with punts. So that's how you cover spreads like this. And the Titans are going to have plays that they're going to give them the ball probably. They're going to turn the ball over. They're not going to play mistake-free football. All of these things are how you don't cover a 2-touchdown spread. So give me the Colts to win here, Colts to cover. My certified sickos are the Colts offensive line. because I do think they're just going to keep Daniel Jones upright. They're going to make big holes for Jonathan Taylor to run by, and then give me Tyler Warren to score a touchdown because he's as consistent as they come in this offense. Like he's getting all of his touches. He's getting worked in the red zone. They give him carries on the goal line. Like, let's go. Fire him up. Buki, go for it.
All right. Yeah. Colts to win. I took the Titans on the spread. Maybe I'm foolish for that. They have been playing bad, and Colts have been playing really well. This is a divisional game, and a full 14 is just a big spread.
It's a lot.
It's just a big spread. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And maybe I'll be wrong about that part. But DeForest Buckner, big old guy. I'm not sure how old he is. He's been around and doing it for a while now.
I think he's 31. I think.
Still really good. And had himself a game against the Chargers last week. And I went with Michael Pittman for my anytime touchdown score.
Yeah, he's 31. He's 3 years older than I am. Jesus Christ. Okay, Michael Pittman, good player. Nolan, do you want to go next? And then you could lead us into Cowboys going to Denver.
Yes, sir. So I doubled up on Colts here. The last time these two teams played, the spread was only 5.5 in the favor of Indy, and Indy won 41-20. So they are capable of hitting that spread, which I think the Colts are at the point where they're like, all right, we gotta win, we gotta stack up division games, and we gotta get everything that we can if we want to legitimize kind of our standings right now. So I'll double up on them to win and cover. I went with Daniel Jones for stud. It was Jonathan Taylor's game last time these two teams played. I think Daniel Jones wants to add to his stat line this time. But I will go Jonathan Taylor for any time because obviously he was good for 3 touchdowns last time these two teams played. So I would say it's almost unavoidable that he's going to get a look for a red zone look. All right. Cowboys-Broncos. Boy, oh boy. I never waver on faith, so I don't know why I was gonna try to give you some kind of explanation. Cowboys to win and cover. I know the Denver defense is going to be a significant test, but I think this offense can go out there and pick apart any defense. I've seen enough evidence. I think they could do it. So I'll go Cowboys to win and cover. I think this is easily going to be a field goal game. And again, Tyler, I'm sure I took away who you might have wanted to pick for an anytime.
Yeah, that one hurt too. I should have just done my show sheet when I made the show sheet. I was rushing this morning, but it's okay. You got to it first. You got.
I took Dak for stud here, and then I'm going with Jake Ferguson for any time. He is having one hell of a season so far. They're finding him down the seam. They're getting him out in open space, and I don't see any reason why he couldn't gash this Broncos defense and play very, very well.
I remember there's a time where I was high on Luke Musgrave and Luke Schoonmaker, and those times are not now because Tucker Kraft and Jake Ferguson are those dudes.
Yeah, and Dallas bringing in Schoonmaker I know was kind of eye-opening because they were like, wait, are you that worried about Jake Ferguson having a fall off? And no, here we are.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to take the Broncos to win this game. I'm going to take the defense over the offense here. I do think the Cowboys cover the 3.5. I think this is a field goal game, like you said. At some point, somebody's going to slow down this offense, and this is the defense to do it, most likely. I do think that Nick Bonitto is just not being talked about enough by anybody. Like, this dude is a defensive player of the year candidate, right up there with like Jared Verse, Myles Garrett. Like, all of these guys are playing elite level football. And it's a collection of dudes on that defense who get it done too. And not just Bonitto, but he's certainly the star of the show. Now I'm gonna have Evan Ingram get into the end zone here. He's starting to emerge a little bit and getting more comfortable in his role with this offense. I don't necessarily know if he could be the full-time Joker role that everybody wants him to be, but like he's a good tight end. He's serviceable, and like Sean Payton likes to run these like move the pocket sort of boot and roll type of things with heavier personnel and try and use misdirection and play action. And he's a really good player for that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely give me the Evan Ingram on National Tight End Day at home in Denver as well. Can't forget the elevation there. But who could go for it, and then we can go into our Sunday Night Football preview.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from the Cowboys last few weeks. They did have a little bit of the hiccup against Carolina, who's honestly been playing some badass football lately. But yeah, the way Dak's going and this offense is going, I like their chances here to be able to outscore a lot of teams in this league. Especially when you're getting, and they played well on defense last week too. DaRon Bland came through and got a pick six. I went with him as my stud of the game. He's had a number of pick sixes over the years. And I went with CeeDee Lamb as my anytime touchdown scorer.
Nice.